Anytime I get to work with a new radio station, I'm always super excited. And this time, I'm doing something completely different. I'm the voice of bossglobalradio.com, an online streaming high-fidelity radio station. I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. Check me out as I interview Greg Lopez, the owner, the founder of bossglobalradio.com. You guys know that I've been doing radio imaging for the past decade and a half. It has been my love. Well, Greg Lopez found me online after he had been searching for a new voice for bossglobalradio.com. But what makes this really, really different and unique, I am not only the voice, but Dane Reid Media is the production company taking care of all of the produce imaging. I got a chance to interview Greg. Without further ado, I bring you Greg Lopez. I'm Dane Reid. I'm here with the boss, Greg Lopez, the founder, the owner, the boss radio station, Boss Global Radio. Greg and I, we be joking around a whole lot, going back and forth with one another. We've developed a really great relationship. Greg, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. I'm waiting for the weekend to roll right around. Man, how about you, man? How you doing, dog?
Listen, I'm always excited. I listen to the station with all the drops that we've already done. Boss Global sounds good. And it sounds even better now that I'm on the station. But you want everything in like high fidelity, which is something that I've never worked with in terms of a radio station before. I've always sent my stuff in MP3. What is it about Boss Global Radio that you do everything in wave format, original format?
That's a good question, man. And to be honest with you, a lot of people still don't fully understand that. What it is that when I run my stream, I operate it just like an FM station, except it's through stream. But I want it more. I just didn't want your basic just streaming sound, because when you log into a lot of stations, you know, it almost sounds like 1990s cassette radio. It's almost like you're playing a cassette, you know. I just didn't like it, you know, and people, I think they appreciate like the true nature of what the song is intended to sound like, you know, with your hi-hats, with your lows and your mids and your vocals coming out. If there's synths in the background, people want to hear that because your ears are craving for it. Last year, I decided, you know what, I'm going to make an extra investment. I'm going to switch all my files. I'm going to get rid of all my MP3s, and I'm just going to start using waves.
How did you get started with Boss Global Radio?
Well, originally it was just supposed to be a man cave type thing. Originally with Boss Global Radio, it was just supposed to be a studio where I kept my records. You know, I've always liked to experience with different types of electronic devices. And so I decided, hey, you know what? I want to see what it would sound like if I actually bought an FM processor and connected it to the output of my mixer to see exactly what it would do to the sound of it. And because it changes it right before it goes out to the human ears. So I did that, you know, just out of fun. And I ran all my mixes that I had recorded through it. I was like, this sounds like radio, you know, everything was just so processed and it just sounded so perfect. Yeah. I was like, I already got the room for it. Why not just find out what I need to do to start broadcasting it? Because originally I was just going to upload my mixes to like SoundCloud and Mixcloud, you know, stuff like that. But I was like, man, I should just go ahead and just keep this processor and do, you know, do radio. Because, I mean, I've got experience in doing radio because I've been DJing since 94 on various FM stations, terrestrial stations. So I kind of turned in a little passion project into more of a operational passion project type thing. So that's where I'm at today, 5 years later.
That's awesome. I have the magic question for you. How did you run into me, unfortunately, for you?
I ain't gonna lie, man. So I want to send a big shout out to Mitch Craig. Yeah. He's been doing voiceovers for FM stations since the 80s and 90s. Yeah. And I had the privilege to work with him. So very, very happy with him. He was with me since day one. But the direction that I started taking the station in the fall of 2025, which is when I switched the streamer to hi-fi stereo, and also changed it from a dance and K-pop station to just straight hip-hop, rap, what you hear today. I knew that I needed a different voice to go with the new sound.
Yeah.
And so I started Google searching and just kind of looking to see if I could find the right match. I tried a couple people out. They were all right. I ain't gonna say nothing, but kind of put you on hold, but you kind of kept on, that persistency. Yeah. I noticed that, even though I never told you till now. And, and I thought, I was like, you know what, man, this guy's real serious. He's serious about being my voice, for the boss. And I liked your style. I liked your production and just everything. It's just, I didn't feel like I was ready for that change, that commitment. Started talking, negotiating, and, everything just kind of fell in its place, and here we are today. You just became the new voice of Boss Global Radio as of last Friday. So congratulations, man! Hell
Boss
Global.
Yeah. Boss is definitely a different kind of station that I'm working with. I'm using a whole different kind of style. You're in Odessa. KZBT that I worked with, and I use that style on KZBT. I track real well when it comes to being online, especially with the radio imaging. I develop relationships like the one that we got. It's like Wolverine. Greg's gonna have me doing this till I'm 90.
Or 100. You never know.
I want to thank Greg for, one, being the new home for Dane Reid Media's voice and production. And two, for that interview. He's pretty awesome. Thank you, Greg. If you're looking for a new voice for your radio station, I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy. If you're looking for a new place to check out some great videos, like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and share. Don't forget to share with people who are interested in voiceover radio imaging. Check out my blog every week in the link in the description, DaneReidMedia.com. I'm Dane Reid, the voiceover guy, and I'm gone. Peace.
The future of hip-hop starts now. New music hits first.